Your life after death scorecard results give you a snapshot of how well protected your family and wealth really are. But what do these numbers mean for you and your family? Your family home. A high score means your home is structured correctly, no probate delays, no unnecessary taxes, no forced sales. A low score means your family could face legal disputes, inheritance tax issues, or even be forced to sell the family home to cover costs. Your children. A high score means guardianship is legally assigned and the financial future is secure. A low score, without a legally binding plan, the courts, not you, could decide who raises your children. Debts. High score. Your mortgage and debts are fully covered, no financial burden on your family when you're gone. A low score. Outstanding debts could fall on your loved ones, forcing them to sell assets or struggle financially. Emotional peace. A high score means your family knows exactly where everything is and what to do in a crisis. A low score, without a clear plan, your loved ones could be left scrambling in stress, confusion, and grief. Assets and investments. A high score means your estate is structured to minimize tax and ensure everything goes to the right people. A low score means your wealth could be tied up in probate, taxed heavily, or distributed incorrectly. The big question, what will you do about it? You've taken the first step, you know where you stand when it comes to protecting your family. But knowing isn't enough. What matters is what you do next. If your score wasn't as high as you'd like, don't worry, you're not alone. Most people think they'll get round to sorting this someday, but for too many, someday never comes. That's why in this video, I'll show you exactly how to improve your score and get your black box in place so your family is protected for real. What your score really means. Here's what we often see when people take this scorecard. Your family home. Do you actually have it protected? Without the right structure, your loved ones could face delays, legal battles, or unexpected bills. Your children. Who would care for them if something happened to you tomorrow? Without a will, the courts, not your family, decide. Debts and liabilities. If you still have a mortgage or outstanding debts, is there a clear plan to cover them? Or could your family be left struggling? Emotional peace. Have you documented where everything is? Do your loved ones know how to access key policies, accounts, and assets when they need them most? Your assets and investments. If you have significant wealth, do you have a plan to protect it from probate delays, unnecessary tax, or disputes? These are not things you want to leave to chance. Real clients who took action to improve their score. Hitesh, Raj, Rutu, Josh, finally Sen. Now, you might be thinking, can't I just sort this out myself? The short answer is yes, but here's the reality. It's time consuming. You'll need to research legal structures, tax planning, life insurance policies, and estate planning strategies, all while juggling daily life. It's complicated. Even if you Google your way through, how do you know you're getting it right? One missed detail could mean extra tax, probate delays, or legal disputes down the line. It's easy to put off. Let's be honest, this is one of those things that gets pushed to later. But if later never comes, your family is left dealing with the mess. If you were going to do it, let's be honest, you would have done it by now. Why people choose the black box instead? We remove the confusion, the guesswork, and the stress by handling everything for you in a structured, done for you process. Week 1, we assess exactly where you stand and highlight what needs fixing. We tackle tax planning to minimize unnecessary costs. Week 3, we review your life insurance and financial protection. Week 4, we take your instructions for the will, power of attorney, and trust if needed. Week 6, you receive your completed black box with everything documented and legally secure. 1 call per week, no confusion, no wasted time. Everything is booked in up front, so you finally get it done. The question is, do you want to figure this out yourself, or do you want it sorted for you? If you're serious about protecting your family, click the link below and book a call. So what happens if you don't sort this now? I know the answer firsthand because I've seen the consequences of my own family when my father passed away with nothing in place. Time. At a time when we should have been mourning, we were in court fighting over assets. We will never get that time back. Stress. Simply put, not having this in place made a difficult time much, much worse. The legal, financial, and emotional burden was overwhelming. Money. Here's what we had to pay because we didn't have this sorted. £2,000 just to access my dad's bank account because he had no power of attorney. £50,000 in legal fees fighting family members over inheritance. £300,000 in mortgage debt my mother had to take on because life insurance wasn't set up correctly. This is why I built the Black Box, to make sure no other families have to go through this. If you're serious about protecting your family, your home, and your legacy, then let's get this sorted now, before life gets in the way again. Book a call now. This is the one thing you don't want to put off. How do you get started? Click the link below. On that call, we'll go through where you are right now, show you how the Black Box process works, and see if this is a right fit for you. And here's the thing, there's no pressure, no hard sell. Worst case, you walk away with a clear plan on what to do next. So click on the link below and book a call. You've been meaning to get to this. Let's make sure it actually gets done. See you then.